Hello and welcome to the programme, which this week comes to you from Ditchling Beacon on the South Downs. Now, more and more frontline staff on southeastern trains are wearing body cameras to keep them safe. We've been given exclusive access to a unique insight into life on our railways. The working lives of southeastern staff through the lenses of their body cameras.
Fight! I don't want to fight.
The equipment is there to discourage attacks and to help police gather evidence.
Who is the I'm travelling here to make you aware that everything you say and do is now being recorded, sir.
For rail enforcement officers like Jennifer Oakley, the body camera is now standard kit. Cameras are also being issued to station staff.
You do get nervous, I suppose the adrenaline kicks in because you don't always know what you're getting called to. Sometimes you'll get very minimal information. It might just be, we've got an aggressive male or an aggressive female on a train and it's coming in at this time, and that might be the only information you've got.
55 railway enforcement officers have the power to issue fines for antisocial behaviour and penalties for fare evasion.
You're under 16.
Before going on shift, Jennifer doesn't take any chances.
So where do we start then? So I start, once I've got my shirt, trousers and tie on, I start with my own stab vest. These aren't company issues, so it's personal choice if you have one or not. The company support you if you want to wear one, so I personally do.
Right,
So,
and what made you want to wear one and buy one yourself?
I think just unfortunately some of the calls we respond to now, the levels of aggression that we're dealing with, it's just that extra layer of safety really.
This aggressive passenger doesn't appear to have paid his fare.
The only reason I ain't issue so far is you're wearing glasses. That's naughty. Do your job. Give me the page out and notebook. I'll take it off you. Well, you're a stab vest, are you?
Not.
Oh, worst thing that you've done.
I'm now recording in audio and video.
That's fine, sir. I don't mind that at all.
This attack on a railway worker at Tunbridge Station was among 384 assaults on staff in Kent and Sussex in 2017. That's a rise of 60% on 2014. Carl Jarvis was a victim in Margate. He says he was attacked after asking someone to leave the railway station.
He decided to run towards me, throwing a load of abuse, saying he was going to kill me. He grabbed hold of me and pushed me backwards towards the edge of the platform, going towards the train tracks. At the time, I was very scared. I honestly thought I was going to die.
Fortunately, Carl managed to push him away from the tracks and police arrived. He became fed up with the abuse and now works behind a glass screen in the ticket office.
Thanks very much.
His colleague, Jade, knows all about the pressures.
You get children that are up here under the influence of alcohol that are running around screaming, spitting, throwing stuff at you. It's just part of daily life.
Southeastern is using 200 body-worn cameras. Another 220 are being issued.
No, it's not.
This passenger does appear to have a valid ticket, but his behaviour towards staff means he isn't being allowed to travel.
No, seriously then. I'm not going home. You arrest me! If you're going to do that, please, I need all of you coming across! Please, come on, do this! Right, why would I do it?
The people who work on the railways all believe that their job has become a lot more dangerous in recent years. The fact many of them wear stab vests and they've all been issued with body-worn cameras is evidence of that. But now they've got something else as well. Southeastern has just introduced a pioneering new scheme to give its staff mental health support. Former train manager Lee Walcott-Ellis leads a peer support programme for Southeastern staff. The violence he faced during a week of night shifts still lives with him today.
I was threatened to be stabbed 3 times on 3 separate occasions during that week.
a set of incidents on the train could be the straw that broke the camel's back. It could be just, too much.
Lee is offering training to staff so they can help their colleagues access the support they need.
We're trying to give them the resilience that they once had. It's about getting that resilience back.
Sometimes passengers get on the wrong train. This one isn't happy.
South Eastern all over his right up because they told me this was going to Gravesend when it
Calm down.
No, I'll tell you, calm down.
Yeah, calm down.
Yeah, calm down.
Calm down.
Yes, calm down.
Calm down.
Get off here,
Get
go on
off
that
here.
side, and it'll take you back to the street to get to
Get back
Gravesend.
there. Great for that, isn't it? Get back there.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
When times are tough at work or at home, staff can also talk to South Eastern's dedicated chaplain, John Robinson.
Yeah, you too. Any balls today? We spend a lot of time on social media, and I think perhaps we're spending less time talking one-to-one, perhaps less than we've ever done so. I think families and communities are perhaps a bit more fractional than they were. And I think when people are really struggling, when they've got personal issues, they don't always know who to go and talk to.
1756. John has worked with 400 South Eastern staff, including former police officer Richard Linzell. When Richard used his police training to restrain a violent passenger, he worried what his employers might think.
They might see it that I did something provocative, because it's all on camera, and you always doubt yourself in a situation like that. I know that anything I told John would remain in the utmost confidence. And while I was there, funnily enough, my manager phoned me up. And he said, no, you've got nothing to worry about, you did everything right. We've seen quite a lot of each other since, not because there's been the other incidents, but just because he's there to chat to if we want him.
So you're under arrest for being drunk and disorderly.
Meanwhile, back on the platform.
Always look on the bright. Stop it! You're struggling! Stop it!
Dealing with antisocial behaviour is only part of the job. It's also about preventing fare evasion.
Okay, and am I right in assuming that the reason you bought this ticket is because you couldn't afford your full fare up to London?
Correct, yes.
That's correct.
Yes, Julie.
Okay, so what we're going to do is...
But it doesn't always go to plan. Just look what happens when this person is asked to show a valid ticket.
Danny?
Danny, what are you doing?
Danny?
Where are you doing? Am I arrested?
Right, Danny, you've been recorded now, alright? It's audio and visual. You need to stay here until we can confirm who you are. Danny, no! Danny, come away! Danny, come away! Danny! Control still got 756, there's a male on the track. Danny! Danny, come back!
Danny was never found. But Jennifer says not all parts of the job are stressful.
Yeah, so stand by.
There is some negativity to the job. For that, there's also all the good we do, getting people home, helping in disruption. We've worked with old people that have had bouts of dementia and they've found themselves out on the network and they've not known what to do or where to go. And we've been a part of the process of getting them home and getting them there safely. And that, for me, is a massive part of what we do, and I really enjoy it.
Now body cameras are being rolled out to more staff, so they're hoping they'll see a little less of passengers behaving badly.
Is anybody recording this?